I'm so excited to finally be back. We had a little incident last week where our guest of the week canceled. And I know you guys are thinking, like, where's Drew? Where's Drew? Well, I am so honored and so excited to actually welcome our fourth guest. And although Drew couldn't make it, somebody really, really, really close to him could. And I'm so excited for the fourth guest to be Angel!
Oh my.
Making a grand entrance. Oh my God. Hey. You guys.
Girl, we dragged it out.
I am here with the one, the only Angel.
Imagine I was just like a totally different person. Well, that was funny because you were saying a couple weeks ago that I was so different, and I was like, like I'm the same. Like, are you serious?
No.
And then 10 minutes into being here, I was like, wait, I kind of understand what he was saying. 'Cause it's just more like diva.
No, it's so diva. You came in. Oh, and also for everybody listening, and not watching.
Yes,
we are welcomed right now by
Angel, which is me in drag, girl. My drag persona.
Your drag persona.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to be here.
No, and you look hotter than ever.
Thanks, sister.
And
so
just
you.
like more delicious than I could ever imagine.
God.
You look like a caramel little treat.
See, you always call me little desserts. One thing about Javaughn, he'll call me and he'll be like, "Hi, my little gumdrop spearmint." Like creme brulee.
Like, hi, brownie delish.
Yeah. And I'm like, hi, girl. It's so cute.
We missed last week.
Yes.
Can you say why?
Well, okay. So last week I was supposed to get engaged, and I was planning on it, honestly. But we went out on Friday.
Oh, my gosh.
We went out on Friday. Oh, you have a little something in your lash.
Can you get it?
Yeah, I think so. Here's my nails.
Thank you.
I didn't get it.
It's okay.
You're gonna want to get it.
Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I think it was just excess mascara. It wasn't anything crazy.
Okay. Anyway, so last week we went out on Friday, which was so fun. But it was
crazy.
Like, girl, it was back to back to back. And then the next day, it was pouring rain.
Which was Saturday. Which
was when we were going to film because I work super late. So I was like, girl, I'm going to need a full day to, like, get engaged. And it was raining. Like, we just we couldn't do it. So then we thought it would be so funny to, like, pretend that our guest was, like...
canceled.
Right? For the drama of it.
For the drama of it all.
Bit. So this week, you
were able to pull it together?
Day.
What time did you start getting ready?
The thing about me getting ready is, like, I need at least 3 hours to disassociate throughout. So, like, I started getting ready at 10 in the morning. I was getting my wig together. Yes.
Diva.
Because I had to wash this hair. I had to straighten it, dry it, like, everything. And then I, like, take a break. Then I had to shave my whole body because I'm a hairy bitch. Like, you've seen, like, the jungle that happens.
I got you.
So I just shaved my whole body. And, like, in between those things, like, I have to hype myself up. Like, okay, girl, like, let's go. Then I did my makeup and everything. So I actually took a nap, too. But, yeah.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Diva. No, you guys have no idea. Walked in and was like, why don't we have, like, an assistant? I was like, we've been doing this for 18 weeks without an assistant.
And I never say that.
No,
I'm normally
never.
I'm like,
you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited to do this.
Doing it together.
Yeah.
Like, we have full control.
Yeah.
This week I was like, girl, where is my fucking water? Like, I'm like, girl. And we got some.
No,
cheers.
We're drinking a little drink because we are going to a birthday party. Literally, like, as soon as we press stop recording, we're, like, running to the birthday party. It's just, like, a really busy week.
Go.
But
how are you, sweetheart? I feel like I just haven't. Well, I've seen you, but
girl, I have been. I've been like just happier than ever.
Yes.
I know it's getting really annoying. I've said this in Mira's episode, and I said it in this episode. I am just experiencing. I have to be honest with the pod, of course, always. I am. I don't know what I want to call it quite yet.
Yeah.
I'm just like seeing somebody that I am just like really happy with, and I just like him a lot.
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm just so happy for you.
And it's just been a little treat.
Yeah.
And
y'all, I mean, I know, I'm like, I don't want to go like too deep into it.
Yeah.
But it has been so amazing to see you like so happy and like doing, like, because we talk so much about it on the pod of like what you would want in like a relationship and like.
And you know what? It only took how many weeks? 17.
Girl, you manifested that down.
I really did. On the, like one of the first episodes, I actually have not been back and watched the past episodes. Funny enough.
Okay.
Like at the moment that we press upload, I don't go
like,
back and watch. Yeah. Well, because we watch it 3 times during the week editing. Yeah. But I'm sure in the past I said like I wanted a boyfriend. I wanted this. I wanted that. Yeah. But yeah, I am really happy with him.
That's so cute. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you too.
Yeah, and I'm happy that all of my friends enjoy him.
Are on board.
Enjoy him as well.
Well, that is really hard. Like,
right?
When you start talking to someone, not that your friends mean everything, because your friends
mine
don't
do.
see. Well, yours do, and like I think that's good. But in the same breath, it's like your friends are not there all the time. Like we don't see what 100%. Goes on behind closed doors. So you want your friends to be supportive, but you also know that they don't know like everything going on, so you don't know how they're gonna feel. Girl, I'm living.
Yeah, you guys, I'm really excited about it, and how have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. I actually was like gonna have a potential hookup yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But he didn't respond.
Lame.
Which I was like, if y'all only knew the history, like,
oh my god,
I'm like, girl, like, let's just say he should have responded.
Oh my god, like, not only should, like, should have. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like I was actually gagging. Like when I texted, because normally I get it. Like I'm like, we're all busy. Like you don't have to respond to me. Everyone's busy.
I get it. Yeah.
But this week in particular, I was just gagging. Like I was like,
Yeah. No, he really should have. And like it's honestly starting to just become kind of a shame.
It's boring.
But yeah.
But other than that, I've been really good. Work has been a lot, but what's new? I really, not to like switch topics, but I've been wanting to talk to you about JoJo Siwa. Have you been seeing the JoJo Siwa?
You know, girl, it's getting weird. It's getting a little strange. I won't lie to you. I do think that it's starting to get to a situation where it's like time is up. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, I think I've seen a clip of her like in the past saying that like she's had so much branded shit that like she's literally like more than a millionaire. Yeah. And like at this point, like I get like music is music, but I think she said like this is her last era and then she's ready for children. I'm like, how about let's just skip this era and just pop to the chilge.
To the chilge.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know, because this shit's getting a little off to me.
Well, and that's, you saying that is tea, because I feel like you, especially with like Camila last week, like you love when a girl rebrands. Like you love when a girl is giving us something new. And like, here's my thing.
Okay.
I would love it if she went fully there. Like, full bad girl, like, because that was what she was going for.
Right,
was like, oh, bitch, like, I'm going to be a bad girl. Like, this is my whole new persona. I love that. It's the fact that you're doing that and then you're still going and driving in, like, your JoJo Siwa car and, like, you're in your, like, Beau studio. Like, no. Like, if we're going to do a rebrand and you're a millionaire, do a fucking rebrand.
Right.
Like, I was ready for it. I'm still excited to hear
the
album. I am. She has some hits. Kid in a Candy Store, we're adding it. Bro, Kid in a Candy Store is the tea.
If somebody were to put a gun to my head and say, name one JoJo Siwa song or else I will pull the trigger, I would say, Baby Pull It.
Girl, the funeral would be that day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, when I have a funeral, you have to promise me something.
Okay.
No fucking carnations.
Why?
Girl, first of all, they're ugly. Second of all, carnations are the flower of death. That is like, okay, I get it. It's just like too on the nose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll include a photo of some carnations in the dump.
In the dump.
Yeah, they're just not cute to me, and it's scary.
I feel like baby's breath is the cutest flower.
I don't think so. But but I totally see where you're coming from. It's very springtime.
Just spring.
Okay,
so what's your favorite flower?
My favorite.
Shit on my flower.
I think my favorite flower are probably tulips or calla lilies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think or baby roses. They're like the tiny, tiny, tiny little roses, which are so pretty.
I had one in a cocktail the other day. In my little espresso martini, there was like a little.
You
baby
did.
rose
I
in
was
it.
there.
Yeah, it was
Did
really
you?
good.
Did you eat it?
No. Are you supposed to?
I don't know. I think you could if you like genuinely wanted to, but I'm not sure.
Yes. Like when I eat a strawberry, I always eat the green part.
I was eating one of the strawberries right now in my drink. I'm like obsessed.
This cocktail that you made is turning it out for me.
You guys, I made a little cocktail for us. It actually is really delish.
Good. It's really fucking good. Speaking of rebranding, though,
What's
I have
up?
to make a public apology.
The
My first apology.
Go ahead.
I'll include my notes app apology in the dump.
I
Oh
can't.
my god, is this my first notes app?
I cannot, like, when that time comes for me, I just want everybody to know, like, 50% of it will probably be from a PR standpoint, and that will, like, be, like, them telling me to do it. The other 50% will probably just be, like, me. Oh, well, no, wait. What's the breakdown? 369? 4812. 30% of it will be from a PR standpoint. 30% of it will be from, like, me actually, well, no, 30% of it will be from me feeling bad. And then the other 30% will be from me, like, just laughing about it.
Okay, so we're at 60.
369.
Okay.
Girl, what's your apology?
Well, that is actually funny to know that I think about it. Like, when I actually do get to, like, a notes app apology moment.
Like, you'll just, like, low-key just be laughing.
I'll be laughing because what can I do?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I won't be laughing about, like, if someone is genuinely hurt, but, like, say something, you know what I mean? Well, let's not get into it. Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to go on record and say that I was wrong, and I judged too soon, and I think Javaughn was right. And Camila's new song, Banger, the vibe, banger. I've been loving saying my G's too. It's a banger. It's a banger. Her whole energy shift, like, to me, it still is a little copycat.
Okay.
It's a little copycat.
Copycat?
But it's so fun. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh,
you guys.
It's so fun.
It's fun. It's fun. Like, that's the thing is like, she really did, like, honestly kind of turn it out for me.
She did.
And it ended up just being, like, low-key fun and lighthearted. The music video was so cute to watch.
So cute.
I'm obsessed. I love it.
I also You what?
I love it.
I love it.
The caption of today's episode. I love it.
No,
Featuring Angel.
Featuring Angel. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I love Angel. LUV. Like, we just created something fucking bizarre.
Like, we just cured cancer.
Like,
it's like,
oh my god. I love it.
Yeah, that's stupid. No, but what was I gonna say? I don't remember, but I do really love that song.
You were gonna say that I'm right.
Well,
and I agree. Right. I agree.
I love that song. I love her energy. I think that this is what I was going to say. A lot of times I won't necessarily like a song until I'm in the right environment. And, like, if I play that song with you,
yeah,
like I have so much more fun because we're just like, love it, I love it, I love it, you know? If I'm just listening to it at home, it's not.
No, it doesn't hit like that, yeah. It's more of like you have to listen to it at a pregame situation.
Down,
yeah,
down.
Yeah.
Just to get in the vibe.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about that little annoying duck on Twitter. That shit's pissing me the fuck off.
It's tired.
Right?
It's really tired.
It's really fucking tired. I'm tired of seeing his little face. I don't even care to see him smoking. It was like funny for like 2 seconds. And then I was like, yo. And if you guys haven't seen it, we'll include it in the dump.
And actually, we'll include, there's one video that I thought was so funny. His name was like Tanner or something.
Okay.
But he used the duck perfectly.
Okay.
Like, because that's the thing, he created a world for the duck. Like, a lot of these people are using this duck so nonchalant. I'm like, give me the pond. Like, give me the lady, like, tossing the bread. Like, I need the world for the duck.
I totally get it.
It's just lazy.
God, you have been cracking me up today. I don't know what it is.
Oh, my cheeks are gonna hurt bad after tonight. I'm on fire.
Yeah, girl, I agree. I'm ready. I'm ready to step into the pond. Like, but the thing is I can't. I haven't even been fully, like, immersed in the pond.
No. Like, we're at a duck right now. I need to be at an ostrich.
Right.
Like, give me an ostrich. Give me a dodo bird. Like.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys, forgive me, but my Face ID doesn't work today. Like, because I'm just so, like, they just think I'm a fish.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Actually, I have a few things to ask you about drag.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah. So, like, first of all, stepping in, when did you first get into drag? Because you are a guest, and you know that we ask our guests questions.
Yeah. I first attempted drag when I was in high school.
And can we have any photos?
I have wiped those photos.
Oh, okay.
I have photos from college that are still bad, and you guys can laugh at those. That's amazing. But the ones from high school I wiped because it was genuinely, like, so scary. But I can't remember what got me into it. Mm-hmm. I think it was Drag Race. Mm-hmm. But I did drag for the first time then, and then in college, I did drag a couple of times for, like, a school project.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
in college?
Yeah, I was in a gender and women's studies class.
Okay.
And so our final project was like, oh, like, let's talk about gender. And I was like, oh, I can do drag, you know? But then I did, like, 2 performances in Tucson at IBTs.
Okay, and I remember seeing these on your story when we were, like, long distance friends.
Yes. Because that was in my year where I was living in Tucson, but I was not in school.
Okay.
So I did, like, 2 shows there, and honestly, I had so much anxiety when I was doing the shows. Yeah. Sorry. What? No, go.
Do you feel like you still get anxious in drag?
Yeah, I think if I did it more, I wouldn't. Mm-hmm. I think it's just mostly, like, the feeling of everything. Like, when I look in the mirror, I'm so happy when I'm in drag. Like, I just feel so, like, connected to myself. But I don't feel, like, physically, I feel like, oh, my fucking God. Like, I'm like, this is a lot. Like, I'm, like, my ears hurt right now. Like, my eyes are heavy. Like, everything is that. But,
it's like a pain.
It's a pain. Mm-hmm. And when I did drag in Tucson, like, I just remember feeling, because drag is not just the performance.
Right.
It's like the sisterhood and, like, the community. And, like, that's what's so beautiful about it, is, like, being able to make those family connections with, like, your sisters and stuff. And I feel like I didn't have that kind of, like, by my own choice. Like, I didn't really have, like, a group of sisters that we would all go and do drag or, like, whatever. And so I felt like when I would go and perform, like, sometimes I was like, oh my God, like, I just feel like I'm not one of y'all.
Like, you're by yourself almost.
Yeah. And, like, that made me a little bit uncomfortable just because... But that was because I had only done it twice. Like, I think if I had stuck with it, then I would have developed those connections. And, like, the girls that I did meet in Tucson were so nice to me. Like, I think I was just, like, nervous. I don't cover my brows. Like, when I do drag, it's very, like... I feel very, I don't paint as much as, like, the other girls. Like, I don't, you know? And so I did kind of feel like a baby queen. Like, I'm not doing I'm not doing drag. I'm just like dressing up, you know? And so I just felt kind of out of place. But I just like getting dressed up, like to like look at myself, to go out. Like the performance aspect doesn't really interest me besides like making money. But like, I don't know. It's kind of just nerve-wracking.
Do you feel like you're like more connected to your femininity?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In ways that you aren't when you aren't in drag?
Yeah. I feel like if I just do makeup normally, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like, and that almost feels like I'm not committing. Like when I do makeup and I just have my shaved head, or like I'm wearing like, and I'm gonna use the terms like boy glam and girl glam, but that's not, glam comes in all different, you know, whatever. But like when I'm just doing boy glam, like it doesn't feel as feminine as like when I fully go there.
Yeah.
And then I do feel more in touch with like, I feel like when I'm feminine in drag, it's allowed. Whereas like...
that was my next question, funny enough. And that's why I asked the whole question about femininity when we just started, or my last question. Because, I was going to say, when you're in this version of femininity, quote unquote, do you feel like it's more acceptable by society? Or do you actually think that... Like, say when we go on the subway in a second, like, do you think that people will be like, yeah, like, versus when you go in when you're just, like, feminine as a man? I'm, like, kind of answering my own question as I'm saying this, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I feel like the people who are bigoted and horrible are going to be horrible either way. Like, if I'm in boy glam or, like, full geesh, like, they're going to say something or whatever. But I do feel like in terms of just... people's reactions to me, like this goes over a lot better, or like people are more excited to see it. Not that they accept it more or think it's like, I guess allowed wouldn't even be like the best term. It's just like more celebrated, I guess. Because I do think that there's a lot of like boys in beauty that are not very like nice on social media, and so people 100%. See that, and then they see a boy in beauty like in real life, and they're like, oh, like he's probably like
a bitch.
You know what I mean? Which I'm sure people think that when I look like this too, but I don't know. I just feel like when I look like this, I just feel more in tune with like my mannerisms, like, because even when I'm in boy glam, you'll constantly see me like doing this with my hair, like my bald head. I'm like putting hair behind my head. But when I look like this, like there's actually fucking hair there. Yeah. Like there's, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or like when I go to pretend to like cry with my lash, bitch, the lash is there. Like it just feels like, it just feels right.
Right. Quickly, just because I like realized from a listener's point of view.
Yes.
Can you explain to us the terms fish and the terms geesh? Yes. Because I know, but I know that we have like some people that probably honestly don't know.
Yeah. So fish is not a term that most people, I guess nowadays, would consider.
I feel like people don't really use it nowadays, funny enough, actually.
No. People don't use it, and I understand why they don't use it, and I understand if people don't like that I'm even using it. Like, I would understand if someone's like, girl, don't say that. I'm gonna say it, because that's just, like, what I say. But, like, fish is, like, you are, like, womanly. Like, you're giving the full femme fantasy. Like, you are a woman. And it does, the reason people don't like
it does stem from a place that's, like, not amazing.
Yes.
But I think just back in the day, it's just, like, what it is. Like,
because what other word? Like, that's what I'm.
Yeah,
like,
it was just the origination of it, but like really, truly, like it. Now it just, I think it has come to mean such a different thing. Yeah. Essentially, it was like, oh, you're like, like you're so fishy because like women's.
Yeah.
Down there, whatever.
Yeah, like people will say like, oh, women's vagina smells fishy.
Right.
So like, oh, if you look like a woman, like you're
so fishy, like you're just like fish, like you're
Which,
just like
you're
like a woman just down, you know what I mean? And now, of course, like I don't even think that people necessarily like put those two together. No. It's not like that. I think now when people are just like, oh, fish, it has taken its own whole other world to it.
Yeah. And,
but,
like, if someone were to be with me, like, around me, and they were like, hey, like, please don't say that, I'd be like, oh,
period.
Okay. Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah.
That's just, like, what I say, you know?
Yeah.
Geesh is like, well, I actually don't necessarily know the origination of geesh. I just know it's like, girl, I'm in geesh right now. Like, I'm geesh. Like,
I actually don't know the origination of it either, I'll be really honest.
Like, when I'm in full geesh, that means that I have, like, my wig, my nails, like, I'm shaved. Like everything is geesh. Like, I'm just geeshed down. Like, I'm in geesh now.
It's just like, girl, I got into geesh.
Yeah. Like we're geeshing down right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, not us doing a vocab lesson.
I know. I just like thought about it halfway through because I was like, oh my gosh, I know somebody's like gonna be like, wait,
true.
what?
That's true.
But yeah, I am so honored, honestly, that you did full geesh for all of us because truly, I always say like I could never, but I don't
ask that.
I don't mean it in a negative way. Like I genuinely know how to put mascara on,
right,
and put a liquid blush on, and
flawlessly,
and maybe a little gloss, and I just walk out the door and I feel like I'm good. So I have always said like I would get into geesh, truly, but I would need somebody to put me in. Like it's not a journey for me that I could just sit here and like practice all day. Like I remember. Funny enough, actually, this is like a little fun fact story for like the viewer that nobody knows. Nobody knows this besides me and you. But in the promo photos that Drew and I did for Tack It On, and the little clip that you guys see before, where it's like tack it on, whatever, I had a hickey.
Oh, girl, yes.
I had a hickey for the visual. Like this big. It was like
for the listeners, like think of a like, credit card and then double it.
Or like a small pancake. Yeah. Like it was like this on my neck.
Yeah.
It was aggressive.
Yeah.
It was really aggressive.
It was so fierce.
And Drew went in with like color corrector, concealer, powder, like and just it vanished, you guys. Like, in those photos, if you go and look at them, or even if you just, like, rewind the video,
you can't see
you cannot see that fucking hickey.
And you guys, it really was.
Like, and I would say we'll include it in the dump, but honestly, I can't even look at it ever again. It was like, I can't ever look at that shit again.
It wasn't, like, it wasn't that huge. It was big, but it was just dark.
Yeah.
Like, it was... Sorry, I just, like, blew that in your face. It's, like... It was, like, patchy, big, like... And I felt so bad because it looked like it hurt
It did hurt.
And I was, like, pouncing it with a beauty blender. I'm like, we're gonna be taking pictures, bitch. Like...
You were like, we tack it on! No, and that was so tack it on. Like, of course I got a hickey the fucking day before shoot day.
Literally.
Like, but that all goes to say, like, I just don't think I'm talented enough to, like... really get into drag. Again, I totally would. Like, I would actually, like, love to. I would love to look at my, like, face and, like, see it in a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I would die.
Well, because there's people I've, like, done makeup for in the past or, like, gotten them a little more glammed up. There are times where you can tell... that it's not their fantasy. Like, you can tell when they're like, oh, this is, like, a little, like, much for me. Like, I don't want that. Like, they think they would want that, and then they're like, this is, like, so feminine. Or, like, it's normally with guys. Like, they'll be like, okay, this is kind of a lot. So I was curious, like, if that's something that you feel like, because you're in touch with your feminine side.
Yeah.
I feel like you are, like, down for that.
Well, no, yeah, I wouldn't honestly be opposed to it. Like, I am really in touch with my feminine side, and I think if I were to see it, I would be like...
You would live.
I would kind of live, yeah. And that's why I kind of asked you earlier, like, do you feel more in touch with your femininity? Because I think that I feel really connected with my femininity. Like, almost to a point where I've never considered, like, transitioning or anything like that, but... I think that if I wanted to, or if I like came to the vibe that I like, if it hit me immediately, I would do it without question.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh my gosh. Because I think every single life that I've lived before this one was as a woman. I think that this is my first one as a male. So I don't know where I was really going with that, but
You would be down.
I would be like,
Yeah.
so down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have such good, like, features. It would just be so
Oh my
gorge,
god, I
girl.
would like love to see it. Oh my
Your
God.
cheekbones and like, I would die. Like, I would die.
No, I would love to see myself with like a lip liner. Which also, I've been seeing so many boys lately on TikTok, and I also have a friend who uses lip liner, and every single time that he does it, it's so pretty.
It is.
And I'm like, and he does boy glam, quote unquote, again. He does boy glam, but he does like a little lip liner.
Yeah.
And it's so pretty.
It's so unnoticeable, too.
It's so pretty.
Like, if you didn't see him doing it, you wouldn't know.
I'll
Like,
actually ask him if we can include it in the dump.
that would be everything.
Because it's literally so pretty, and I'm always
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. But yeah.
I feel like if you get the right shade, it literally will just look like you got lip filler.
Yeah.
Like, and if you just do the lightest amount, like sometimes, pro tip, if you guys have like a brow pencil that you use and you like use that brow pencil for like overlining just a little bit, it just all matches. So it just looks like shadowing. Like it just looks like your lips are fuller. Sometimes I won't even wear makeup and I'll just do like a little brow pencil on my lip. And it looks like I got a little lip flip and I'm like, yes!
It's so crazy too, because like out of drag, you give makeup tips to every single girl. And every single girl will buy all the products that you... Literally, Drew will be like, oh my gosh, you have to get the one size plus powder.
Yeah.
Or one size powder.
Yeah.
And like literally, the next day, all of our girlfriends will be like, I have the one size powder.
Girl, everyone takes my recommendations.
Well, because girls.
Well, but that's still it does warm my heart. Because
Yeah.
I also do it very selfishly because if I'm out at other people's houses, I need my products.
Right.
So, like, if I need to touch up, like, I need to have my one size powder. So I'm always recommending it to everyone because I'm like, okay, as long as this person has it, this person has it, I'll have, like, my one size powder, like, to touch up.
We need to get you a one size here. You should recommend it to me.
Patrick.
Girl.
Please send me a one size. I'm almost out. But yeah, I'll recommend it to you later. Maybe you can buy a mini.
Yeah. And then I'll have it at the house. What else has been going on, girl? Or what else do you want to talk about in this little week of ours? Because we really did skip 2 weeks. I literally had like so much to talk about last week, but I kind of forgot. Like, that's why I really need to record every single week.
Yeah, I know, because it really is like a mile a minute, our brains.
I know.
Everything leaves like that. Okay, so I feel bad talking about like artists again.
Oh, we did have a music episode, but I do want to talk about it.
I just feel like, so the wiping of the Instagrams, I see artists do that all the time. Like they, like before an era, they like wipe their Instagram. I don't like that. I like to go back and see. Like, I keep seeing everyone wipe their Instagram. This person wiped their Instagram. It's always on Pop Base and Pop Crave.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just tired. Like, and watch, you could probably find a tweet of me like 3 months ago being so excited that Ariana wiped her Instagram. Like, I do
Well,
live.
no,
And
it's
like,
funny too, though, that you say this, because I actually thought this the other day because of, who was it? I think it was Kalani. Just wiped hers, and I was just like, nobody would have noticed if Kalani wiped her Instagram. Like, no tea. I was just like, literally, like, none of us would have noticed. And so then I'm just kind of like, can we just like promote and move on?
Can we just do it?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about it. Imagine every single time you went into your shift, you just wiped your Instagram. You're like, I'm about to go to work. I'm wiping my Instagram for this shift today.
Girl, that's embarrassing.
Just promote your new music.
God, if I went into my serving job every single day and wiped my Instagram, which also the serving job.
Yeah. You guys, Javaughn spilled water on someone the other day.
I did, and they really did yell at me.
They let you have it.
Yeah, they really did, like, go in on me. I am once again asking the audience if you have a job for me. You guys, I'm getting to this point, like, the thing is I'm a really, really, really good server. That's where I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that I have those skills. But, like, it's getting to a point where, like, I just don't know how to, like, keep doing it. It's like when you have a skill and you're, like, obviously good at it, but you, like, literally use that skill every single day when you really only should be using it, like, every once in a while.
Yeah, like, that should be, like, a special occasion.
Even, like, a once-a-week vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I should come onto this podcast and use all of my skills, like, boom, which I do, and I'm, whatever. I'm not saying I'm, like, so skillful.
No, skillful.
Like, but, like, I, like, come on here, I have my energy, I'm like, let's do this, like, podcast time, whatever. Being a server is exhausting because you use your skills every single day. And it's just getting to a point where I just want to do anything else. And I actually have, like, talked about serving in a past episode, and I had so many people slide into my DMs that were also servers. They were like, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just, like, really exhausting skill. And once again, if you are not a server and you've never been a server, please be nice to your servers, because shit is so much work. And if a server spills water on you on accident, girl, it's water.
It's water. And, like, yes, it's annoying. Like, if someone spilled water on me, I'd be like, okay, that's, like, annoying. But, like, you have to think about everything that is going on in this person's brain while they're trying to serve. Like, they're thinking about 10 tables you had the other day.
10 other tables.
10 other tables, and one misstep can lead to that. Like, the simplest little thing.
Yeah.
So don't yell. Don't make a fuss. Like, especially because a lot of restaurants, girl, they'll just comp the bill.
Yeah.
Like, all you have to say is, like, oh, that, like, ruined my outfit. Like, I'll chill. They'll comp it. Like, you don't need to yell at
Literally,
anybody.
I will send you a dessert, and I'll comp it, and I'll feel so bad, and I'll probably get yelled at on top of that from my manager.
Right.
So it's just like,
just be nice. Be nice. I'm
but
so sorry, girl.
It's okay, girl. I know. It's just, I fear that it's just never gonna get better at any serving job that I go to. Each one I go to, I'm like, oh my god, this one will be better. This one will be better. And then I'm like, this is kind of weird. So yeah, I don't know. So this week I've just been like, or these past 2 weeks, I've just been working so much and hating it and being happy on the other side of things. It's a really confusing time period that I'm in.
Well, I'm happy for a specific reason.
Why are you happy?
So a few weeks ago, we were sobbing and crying, and we were on this couch begging for mercy because we did not get Charlie Boiler Room tickets.
Oh!
We didn't get him.
We literally, that's what the episode was called.
But I got tickets.
Oh, yes, bitch,
you did. Charlie XCX.
I'm gonna Venmo you. I remember that.
You need to Venmo me whenever. We got tickets to see Charlie XCX in June.
Yes.
During Pride Month in Brooklyn.
My God.
To see Charlie XCX perform live. And she's been posting snippets. It's just so exciting. I just cannot wait. Like,
you guys, because honestly, Charlie XCX was like one of the best concerts I've ever been to. I use this expression all the time when I'm describing it to people, but it literally felt like I got off a roller coaster and I was like, can we go again?
Yup.
And it's like, the attendant is like, no. I'm like, no.
It's so sad.
It's so fun and so exhilarating, and it's just like,
you stay alive for shit like that. You really do.
No, and it was crazy too, because when we were talking about the Charlie Boiler Room, I literally was like, I think that I just need to go because I need like one reason to be happy. And at the time, like, I really needed that. Like, I really, really needed something that would just like set me over the edge of just being like, like, I have a few weeks where like that just like I'll keep remembering it and it makes me happy. And it didn't happen. But you know what? I got happiness from something else. Yeah. So. But I was like wishing that I could have gone. The twirl of the hair is so crazy.
Girl, I cannot wait until we get to really dive deep into this little vibe that you have going on.
I know. Well, it'll be a minute.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Maybe in season 2 we can talk about it.
Season 2, we'll just lay it all out.
Yeah. I just like need a few more.
I agree.
Yeah. I need a few more weeks of just like you know, hanging out, vibing. like we don't know each other. Like, I just...
No, but I get it. It's a new dynamic.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know. I feel like I want to make it, like, maybe... Whatever.
What? Like, have him as a guest?
No, I wouldn't have him as a guest. He refuses to come on every single time I talk about it. But I... like, maybe want to make it, like, official, or, like, an Instagram official. Yeah, before I, like, start talking about it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But, yeah, for right now, I'm just, like, chilling.
Tell me about your tax of the week.
Yeah, my tax of the week, my first one that I can think of is that my hard drive fucking crashed. Like, it's toast. It's done. Yeah. And I knew it was coming because we have been doing this podcast for 18 weeks. And it's a pretty old hard drive. I mean, not old. I've had it since college, which was probably like, 5 years ago now?
Uh-huh. That's so sad to
think about. But last week, I was having such trouble uploading Mira's episode, which I hope you guys loved Mira.
Mira was such a sweet guest.
Yeah, it, like, finally just, like, crashed. And... it's been, like, really hard to edit, but I'm really excited to see how this week goes with editing. Yeah. But on a positive side of things, tomorrow I'm hosting Easter at my...
Oh, my God.
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter, y'all.
When we upload this, it will be Monday, which Easter would have been yesterday for everybody.
He's risen indeed.
Happy Easter. He has risen. And so have I.
So has...
And so has Angel. Angel has risen. The podcast name.
Angel has risen indeed.
Yeah, so I'm hosting Easter tomorrow. I'm hosting Easter brunch at my house, and I'm so excited.
I'm really excited to come.
Yeah, Easter was my family's, like, favorite holiday growing up. Not mine, but, like, my mom's, and, like, so we, like, did it up every single year. So I'm excited to have it at mine.
Yeah. I hate to do a cut, but I have to think about what mine is.
No, you do not have to.
Well, my tack was boiler, low key.
Right.
Like, not boiler, but, like, getting a Charlie ticket.
Yeah. The positive,
yeah.
No negatives, honestly.
Negatives. I mean, I had a good 2 weeks. Like, we did a lot of fun stuff.
We truly did. I would say, like, the only negative thing that happened to me also last week was that I blacked out on Friday. And it was, like, the first time I blacked out in a minute.
Yeah.
And it was really scary. Like, I woke up on Saturday, and it was raining, and I had work, and I was, like, I literally was, like, in a daze. I was, like...
I don't know how you went to work.
It was, like, the most scary experience. And that was, like, the only thing that I can think of last weekend that, like, really, like... honestly had me for a loop. Yeah.
But everything else was
like,
kind of good.
Everything else has been, like, honestly, like, you guys.
We're chilling.
I'm really amazed. I'm, like, really chilling.
Yeah.
Like, next week's episode will be... okay, do I keep lying? Is this 17 or is next week 17? 18?
I think next week is 18.
Okay, so yeah, like... yeah.
I
thought next week was 19.
Me too. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think next week is 18.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, everything's been really chill over here on Tack It On. We've been just chilling, you guys. Like, honestly, like a villain. Oh my gosh, and also happy birthday, Maddie Martin.
And happy birthday, Henjamin.
Oh, and happy birthday, Henjamin.
It is a birthday vibe.
Girl, all of these Aries and Pisces, low-key, are crazy. But I have my song of the week.
Give it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I have a lot. Major Distribution by Drake is one of mine.
Drake?
I know. Whoa.
Okay, I do have to say one thing about Drake. I do. This was on my list. Wait, this was on my list. Okay. I got some flack on Twitter because a couple weeks ago, I was saying, like, when he posted that video of him wringing out his shirt and all this sweat.
Can we include it in the dump?
Yes, of course, because it was gorgeous. I actually want that on my main. Like, we can do like a shared collaborative post. Girl, he took his shirt off after his concert and he was ringing it in the camera and the sweat was plummeting to the floor. And it was so hot, girl. And I was living and breathing and dying. And I was like, oh my God. And I was tweeting about it. And I was like, girl, grab me a glass. Like, I was like living. Nobody was really on my side.
I wasn't living, mama.
Nobody was really on my side, and I just felt like... And then I tweeted, and I was like, but let's rewind. Because when Jacob Elordi came in that bathwater, every single person was begging to grab a straw. Like, sucking it out of the drain. Everyone was like, I would do the same thing. I would suck the cum out of the drain. But I cannot have a sip of Drake's, like, concert sweat.
It's because Drake is Drake.
Well, yes. I'm not saying it's, like, right. But it would be kind of tasty.
Girl, who
if
said...
you can have Drake for Song of the Week, I can have
Drake for sweat.
Drake for Drink of the Week.
I can have Drake for Drink of the Week. Well, I put some of his sweat in that drink for you, girl.
You did?
Girl, guzzle it up.
Girl, like, just watch the video, like, and really think about it with an open mind, because I know that, like, your initial response is like, no, I'm not gonna drink it.
Right. Drink up.
Anyway, back to your songs of the week. Sorry.
Major distribution by Drake. Drake Sweat. Or I really have been obsessed with Never Retreat by Gramercy. And You and Me by Coco and Claire Claire. Still, I think that was my song of the week like 4 weeks ago.
Yes.
With Sierra. That was like longer than 4 weeks, but it is still my song of the week. I am so obsessed with that song. And when she like is on the phone and it's like, and then it's the phone. It's like, hey, we're leaving the club now. Ugh. I miss you. I hope you're awake when I still get home. Okay, bye. I'm like, oh, that's like so me with a boyfriend.
You've been in it, girl.
No. But anyways, what is your song of the week's girly gumdrop?
There's this one song. See, I'm a little dessert. Counting the Sammy Verridge remix, I think. But Charlie released a live stream of her Boiler Room set, and her man did like played this song, and it was like so ferocious and gorgeous. I've also been loving the Von Dutch remix with Addison Rae. Addison Rae has been turning it for me. And my favorite producer, Medicine, he like released a new a new album this past week, and he's just very like atmospheric. Like, you know, I love like a world, like I love an atmosphere. And he released a new project and it was really good, so I've been loving that.
Well, we'll include those all in the playlist, which we'll also be posting onto Instagram.
Yes.
But yeah, what a way to come back, huh?
Yeah.
I loved having you as my guest.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
I'm sorry. I'm sad that Drew couldn't make it.
Yeah.
But
we needed a break.
Oh, girl. I'm like, that's wink. I'm just kidding. But Angel, I love you. Thank you so much for being on the pod. So much. And I can't wait to take your photos after this and post them onto like the Instagram and everything.
I'm excited. Love you guys so much.
But
Thanks
I love
for watching.
you.
Love you.
Love you. Love. Tack it on.
Bye.